My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today I've got a video all about the Vision of Confluence. Now this scout rifle is an absolute monster and it's got a rule on there. Nobody's crafting these god roll guides. Nobody's suggesting this rule, but I'm suggesting this rule to you. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to get up to 400% scorch damage with this rule, and this scout rifle is very underrated. It actually can spawn loads of heavy ammo as well. So if you want to see this rule, stay with me, I'll break it down. So the Vision of Confluence, the OG scout rifle, 180 rounds per minute, precision frame solely, get this from the Vault of Glass. Now the very first thing I put on here was Incandescent. Defeating a target spreads longer lasting scorch to those nearby. We all know how Incandescent work, it's a very popular perk. So what I want to do is show you how this weapon can get you a massive scorch damage increase. So the first number that you're going to see lots of numbers, but 491 is the number that you're looking for. I've slowed it down, there is a lot of numbers on there, but 491 is the scorch number that we are looking for. So bear that number in the back of your mind, 491. Now, Paracausal Affinity is the other one I wanted to roll with this because it's such an underrated perk, and it actually buffs Incandescent, and Incandescent will actually buff Paracausal Affinity. How it works is final blows of an energy type that matches this weapon's alignment, i.e. this one is solar. It's going to give it a 20% damage increase. Now that actually works with all light abilities, so arc, solar and void. Now if you just look at this here, you're going to see the damage go up to 589. So that's the Paracausal Affinity working. You'll also see that procced on the bottom left. So we're getting a 20% damage increase straight away. Now don't forget Paracausal Affinity works on the actual precision shot as well. So it is actually improving the scorch damage, which is absolutely crazy. Now adding Ember of Ashes, this says you apply more scorch stacks to target. So if you just read that, it just makes you think that you're just going to cause more ignitions. Well, it does do that, but it actually increases your scorch damage as well. So I've got a clip to show you of that as well, working with the Paracausal Affinity. So you're going to see that go up to 784 now. So that's just showing you that Ember of Ashes does actually improve your scorch numbers as well. So with the Paracausal Affinity and the Ember of Ashes, we're going to see a damage increase of 33%, which is pretty good, 33%, but we can actually go even further than that. With the Dawn Chorus Exotic Helmet, your Daybreak projectiles deal more damage and scorch targets on impact. Your scorch is improved and you gain a small amount of melee energy. Now the scorch increase on this is 200% extra damage, which is absolutely crazy. We all know how good Dawn Chorus is, and the scorch numbers with Dawn Chorus, Incandescent and Paracausal Affinity are just an absolute joke. 2351. That is so much damage. Even in GMs, that scorch damage kills mages and miners on the burn tick. It's 199% damage increase just from the Dawn Chorus. But like I said, if we add everything together, starting at the very first number, just with Incandescent with no Paracausal Affinity, we're going to go back to that original number, 491. And the next clip you're going to see is everything working, the Incandescent, the Paracausal Affinity, the Ember of Ashes and the Dawn Chorus. And it's a 379% damage increase, which is absolutely disgusting. If you really want to maximize that, stick on Ember of Combustion. Final blows while you're in your solar super causes targets to ignite. Now obviously this works, I've covered it loads. It works exceptionally well when you're inside a Well of Radiance, because it actually thinks that you're in a super. So well, you are in a super technically, so every solar kill that you get inside of that with a weapon is going to cause targets to ignite and combust, and they just start blowing up left, right and centre. Plus you're going to have all the extra tick damage numbers going on as well, and enemies just disintegrate. It's an absolute joke. They just burn away into nothing. So how do you like your enemies cooked? Rare, medium or well done, your choice, it's up to you. Now Paracausal Affinity is such an underrated perk in my opinion. It's a flat 20% damage increase on the actual crit number, so you'll just see here 4034, and all you have to do is get any solar kill. Now whether that's with your scout rifle, and it also works with light abilities as well, so anything light like an arc final blow or a void final blow. Solar final blows will also proc your Paracausal Affinity. Just for example, on a warlock you've got your solar melee that will proc Paracausal Affinity. You've got your Helion that will the Paracausal Affinity. You've also got your grenade and the Vision of Confluence scout rifle, so you've pretty much got an infinite 20% damage increase on this scout rifle anyway. Now, the scorch numbers, this is the expert never, and even the GMs, I've used it quite a lot. We all know these scorch numbers, they will literally just burn enemies away into the ground. It does more damage than some primary ammo weapons in the game. Sometimes it's an absolute joke, you'll just see them there burning away. Now, the other thing with this is because we're going to be spreading loads of scorch and getting extra kills, the heavy ammo finder enhancement on this weapon is really good. This is going to improve your chances of getting heavy ammo drops. Obviously, if you run your heavy ammo on your helmet as well, all that incandescent and all that scorch will count as kills. I've tested this quite a lot and I just seem to get loads of heavy ammo drops with it. So just something to add into that mix as well. You're going to get loads and loads of scorch, up to like almost 400% extra damage scorch numbers, which is crazy. Ignitions, loads of heavy ammo finder, and a flat 20% damage increase on your weapon at all times. Now, bearing in mind, scout rifles actually got a buff at the start of the season. A 30% damage increase buff against mages and a 15% damage buff against miners. So, for GMs, I will definitely be using this scout rifle, especially inside of a Well of Radiance, because I think there's a lot of GMs with anti-barriers this season. Your Radiance is obviously anti-barrier, so we're going to have anti-barrier on this scout rifle as well. Going to be causing ignitions left, right and centre, dropping heavy ammo left, right and centre. Paracausal Affinity, Incandescent. The funny thing with that, guys, it's not even on the popular God Rule sort of guides. It's well down there on the perk list. Crazy. I hope you found this helpful. Have a great day.